Hey everybody and welcome to the video. Now you didn't come here to find out about the technical specs, but what you did come here to find out about was what is the durability like, the value for money, the fit, the comfort level of this pair of shoes. It's the Hoka ATR Challenger 6. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you will know that my love for the Hoka ATR Challenger 5 is just phenomenal. I think it's my favourite pair of shoes I've ever worn. Comfort level absolutely through the roof. So the issue I had was the ATR 5 was unavailable in my size, and with a 50-mile ultramarathon coming up, I need to think about a shoe that would replace the ATR 5. And so the ATR 6 was there staring at me, and I wanted to love it. I also wanted to hate it. Sometimes when you're really familiar with a shoe and the new iteration comes out, you're hopeful that it's as good. But equally, sometimes you want to hold on to the fact that you love the first version, and so because of that, you kind of want to hate it as well. Anyway, I've got the ATR 6, I've been using it a huge amount in my training of late, up to 180 miles in the shoe now. I appreciate some people do reviews at 100 miles or 200 miles, but 180 is for me today. I'm going to show you some close-ups of the tread. I'm going to talk to you about the comfort, about the fit, about the cost, and hopefully give you a little bit of a nudge in the right direction if you're considering purchasing this pair of shoes. So, the ATR 6. Different colourways. I got it in the black. I like this, it works for me on the trails. It's nice to be colourful, but I just fancied a black pair this time round. In terms of the comfort level, very, very similar to the ATR 5. Straight out of the box, really comfortable. I've been on numerous different types of terrain. You saw a little clip at the start of this video and it's really held up well. I do actually have a Gore-Tex pair of these shoes that I purchased even more recently, done about 100 miles in those. But up until that point, these went through mud, rain, snow, the works, and they held up really, really well. The drainage is fantastic, breathability also fantastic. Yeah, you do get wet socks, but the important thing is the shoe doesn't hold on to that. You're not carrying around additional weight in a shoe that's just absorbed the entire lake that you've run through. So that said and done, I buy these in a half size up. Typical, my shoe size is 10. These are 10.5. The ATR 5s are actually 10.5 wide. I went standard fit because I was told that the toe box was wider. That seems to be the case. However, what I will say is, on my left foot, I actually lace them slightly differently to my right, just to give myself a little bit extra room with that little toe. However, in the Gore-Tex version, I lace them standard, so there might be some slight differences in the build between the Gore-Tex and the standard version, but like I say, there's different lacing structure and you're ready to go. No heel slipping at all, superb lockdown. Laces, for your information, are very long. You can see these are double knotted here. Still got plenty of length in them. Sometimes that could be an issue. The laces themselves are a sort of a thick fabric lace, which again, great for holding up. You could replace these if you want the those quick release laces as well. Now let's talk about the tread. We're 180 miles in, remember. I've been on probably, 50% pavement, 50% trail, so they've taken a bit of a pounding on the tarmac. Forgive me in advance, these are pretty muddy underneath, but it is what it is. So if you take a little look at the tread here, you can see the wear, I think, is fantastic on them. Okay, still maintaining that same sort of grip, same tread. When you turn it to the side, you can see the impact level that's kind of gone through this midpoint here. If you watch my video on the ATR 5 when I took it to 900 kilometers, you can see these are kind of heavily squashed, but in this case so far, really, really holding out. Just a fantastic shoe. Build quality is superb. Cost of entry for this shoe, £125 when I purchased it. You can get deals. Definitely worth looking out for. On top of that, of course, depending on your size, you can get even better deals as well. They do also do a wide fit version, so as I mentioned before, these are standard. I think ahead of my Ultra I'm going to look into getting the wide fit because just in terms of your feet expanding in the warmer weather, at the moment in the winter, not really having that issue, that's working quite well for me, and was able to wear a thicker pair of socks. I actually wear Dry Max socks, but in the summer that may be something that I look into. I think for me, you're paying your £125, what are you getting for it? Superb build quality, superb comfort level, they hold up really, really well in all conditions. return on investment is fantastic. I'm sure these will go another couple hundred miles yet. Obviously there's a point where there's a drop off in terms of the return you get when you are moving through the terrain, and it may well be that you'd want to replace that to avoid injury, so on and so forth. But what I'll always do with my Hoka shoes is once I've finished using them as runners, they then become kind of casual everyday shoes. Another reason why I bought them in black, just because I think then you can use them for multiple purposes. So all in all, a really great pair of shoes. As I said at the start, I really wanted to hate them because that means I'm sort of admitting that the ATR 5 is a replacement, but also I wanted to love them because they could stay in the ATR range and it would certainly keep me motivated to look into the next iteration, so on and so forth. So if you can pick up this pair of shoes at a decent price, you will not regret it. Thank you very much for tuning into this video today. Like I say, if you're interested in more videos like this, please do feel free to subscribe. Plenty of videos on my channel about the Hoka ATR 5. If that's something you can still get in your size, I would absolutely recommend it. Until then, see you soon. Thank you.